So this is not necessarily going to be an unboxing, but I wanted to talk about this Ninja Woodfire Pro XL outdoor grill and smoker with built-in thermometers. Now there's some attachments I'm going to grab over here in a moment, but I just wanted to talk to you about some of the basic features and what I love about it. Now, I've used these before, but I haven't used this particular model. This is brand new, just out of the box. Now, several of the things that this unit does, as you can see here, it has a grill option, it has a smoker option, it has an air crisp option, so you can actually use this as an air fryer. It also has a roast option, a bake option if you want to bake cakes and pies and things of that nature. Yes, it's almost like a literal miniature stove with a lot of different features. It has a broil feature, and it even has a dehydrate feature. I can't wait to use that because I've been wanting to dehydrate some fruits and things of that nature. And it also has some other things built into it. I'm going to turn it on here in a moment. So when you push the power button, it lets you know depending on what setting you're on. So right here we're on the grill, so your settings are going to be high, low, and medium, as you can see there. And then you can actually set the temperature by pushing that button, which gives you the high, low, medium, and you can push the time for how long you want to set the time for. And then to actually start the grill, you would push the start button. One thing they do recommend is letting this preheat so you don't get your timing wrong. Like say you're grilling a steak or something, or you're trying to make something that you want your meat at a certain temperature. But that's just the grill function. So when you get to the smoker function, you want to, again, push the mode button, and it goes down to smoke. Now in this mode, you're definitely going to want to hit the Woodfire flavor. So this particular model comes with two different thermostats. One's gray and one's black, so you can actually know which one you're using it for. Say you're making a rack of ribs and you're making a roast. And then over here, as you can see, this is black color-coded for the black thermometer, and this is gray color-coded for the gray thermometer. And then to use the thermometer, you would actually just push this button here, and it allows you to set up based on what it is that you're actually making. If you're making beef, you're making pork, fish, and it gives you the temperature. And what's nice about this is once it reaches that temperature, it will beep to let you know that it is done. It will even display that it is done cooking, which is kind of cool. But to get back to the smoking option, now this particular unit, obviously Ninja is promoting their Woodfire pellets. You know, they say only use Woodfire pellets with this unit. You know, if you guys have used wood pellets, I'm not going to say what not to do, but my guess would be you could use other wood pellets. But it has a robust blend, which is robust and smoky and rich. And then you have an all-purpose blend, which is balanced, mild, bright, and sweet. You decide. But again, they give you 2 bags of these. They also give you the pellet scoop over here on the side. Let me turn the unit around here so you can see it. So on the side here, you have this little door here. This actually slides out. And this is where you would put your pellets. Now they recommend you put the pellets in using the scoop so you don't spill anything like that, because you don't want to get pellets down in here accidentally. So when you do get yours, make sure that you follow those directions. Or technically, I guess you could take it out and fill it up here and then slide it in. But again, if you get a small enough pellet, I guess it could fall through the cracks. So my suggestion would be to just leave it in there and then fill it up right there. So this here is going to be your drip tray, which hooks on the back. And then you have your drip tray inserts. Obviously, again, they want you to buy you can scan that barcode to buy more. I've seen these in the grocery store, so if you want to find these in the grocery store, I'm sure you can. But it just keeps your liner intact if you're grilling. So on the inside here, you also have your air crisper tray, like say you're making some French fries or some fish. And then this is going to be your grill grate. As you can see, this is what it looks like. It has a hole there so your grease can drip down and run into here, which attaches on the back. And as you can see here, obviously this kind of reminds me of a typical air fryer, the way it looks. But again, nice unit. I even love this particular color as well. So those are all the attachments that came with it, but let me continue going through each function here. So as we continue down, You have air crisp, which again is basically, just look at it as an air fryer. You can set the temperature and you can set the time, and you would use that air fryer basket to do your cooking. Your next mode is going to be roast. So if you're roasting, it's basically for tenderizing meats, roasting vegetables, and things of that nature. Your next setting is going to be broil. Broil is going to be if you want to add like a crispy finishing touch to different types of meals, or melting cheese on sandwiches, kind of like your lower portion of your oven. And then I mentioned earlier, dehydrating meats and fruits and vegetables for healthy snacks. So it's just very convenient. And then this button here, which is your Woodfire flavor, you press this after you select whichever cooking function if you want to add authentic smoky flavors to whatever it is you're cooking. It's intended to be used with the grill, the air crisp, the bake, the roast, and dehydrate functions when you press it. But you will have to add wood chips. But overall, this unit works great. Like I said, I had used one of these before, which is what made me want to get one in the first place. The one I used before was black, but they have a few different colors as well. But again, if you are looking for something convenient that you can use outside on your deck, so this is strictly made for outdoor household use only. They don't really want you using it inside the house, so just keep that in mind. Comes with a heavy duty cord, but it has a test button and a reset button. Say something kicks it, you can reset it and turn it back on just by pushing the reset button here. It also has a test button, so you can push it and make sure that it's working properly before you start using it. So again, having used this before, I love just what I'm seeing. I wanted to do the video for you guys and talk about some of the features before I actually go outside and set it up and start using it. One other thing that they recommend is washing both of these for about, 5-10 minutes in some hot soapy water before you use it. They also recommend for 20 minutes to turn it on and let it cook with nothing in it, just to burn off any residual anything that came from the manufacturer when it was made. So again, super excited to use it. If you haven't checked out Ninja's new Woodfire grill slash smoker slash everything else, click that link. I love it. 5 stars all day.